How's it going, everybody? It's Brandon from Awakened Instincts coming at you today with a video of some gameplay between Red Broly BR versus Vegeks Gohanks. The Red Broly BR deck is pretty similar to a lot of the Red Broly builds you've seen. No really interesting special tech. It's just, ratio game for most people. The Vegeks deck, however, is a little bit different than most of the builds you've probably seen. I do have a deck profile featured on the channel for this deck if you want to check it out. It is the very first video I ever did. Not the best quality video. I apologize for that. If anybody really cares for me to remake it, I can. But here, let's start things off. So, we're both pretty aggressive decks. We both really want to win the high roll. So this part is pretty crucial. We both roll 6. Gotta roll again. And I end up winning the die roll here. I'm playing Vegeks, by the way. So the goal of this deck is to play the Pycon Unison instead of the Gohanks Unison. Changed it up a little bit since last set. And you'll see here I charge it turn 1. Unfortunately, I don't see the Black Mass Sand turn 1, which is my ideal turn 1 against Red Broly. Especially if I go first, it really helps shut down their Ba play, shut down their Paragus, and really puts me in a good position. But unfortunately, I did not see it this game. So I end up playing the Goku 1-drop. This is a card from the new set that helps me self-awaken and says anytime my opponent activates a counter that they warp a card. So after that, I pass the turn. And let's see what Kaylee does. She plays the 1-drop promo. Sorry about the glare, guys. Still trying to figure out good lighting situation for filming. And let's see, she grabs the 4-drop Broly off of the Ba. And I'm guessing she's going to swap into the 3-drop right away. Don't know if she has the Paragus in hand. So let's see, she does the swap, goes into the 3-drop. And I imagine she's going to get pretty aggressive this turn. So she's swinging at my leader for 19k. I decided to just take it. And then she takes a life to give her leader critical. And she's thinking about what to do here. Unfortunately, my opening hand was not the greatest. So I'm already looking like I'm in a bit of a tight spot in this matchup. And she's swinging for a 10k crit with no combos. So I have to decide to either pitch a card from hand or to lose a card from life. I decide to just take it. Not the biggest deal. I believe I have another Overwhelm in my hand, so that's okay. Sorry. Alright, so turn 2. This would normally be the turn that I go in for the kill, especially against a deck like this that likes to take their own life. But we'll see. I'm not seeing the key pieces of my deck, and I haven't burst the Pycon Unison yet, so I can't play that. So let's see, we're starting, putting some pressure on the leader, swinging 10k at the lead. And I didn't have a whole lot of plays in my hand this turn, so I had to be kind of aggressive before I awakened. So I'm swinging in for a 25 double strike. She decides to take it. I also needed just one more card and drop to pull off my Overwhelm, so it was an easy card to choose to combo away. Play the Overwhelm, get rid of the 3-drop and the Ba. And I proceed to do the leader effect, burst 5 cards and draw a card. And this mill was a little bit better than last turn. I hit a Kai and a Trunks. which is perfect because I want to awaken this turn. And I have the Goku on field to swing to take me down to 4 if I want to awaken this turn. So again, sorry for the glare. It's a little bit hard to see what's on the field right now, but I'll do my best to explain everything that's happening. So I decide to attack with the Secret Identity. Going in at the leader, comboing off Trunks. Alright, now I got her down to 3. So she's got quite the grip in her hand, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to finish her off this turn, especially not seeing anything good on my mills as far as getting my unison out. So I decide to just pass the turn here. I'm realizing I can't kill her, and if I dump too many cards, she's just going to rip them all out on this next turn. So I have to play this a little slow and a little careful. I've tested a lot against Red Broly, and I can say you got to be careful with the deck. If you let it do its thing, it's really hard to win. But if you play against it enough, you'll figure out ways to really hinder their game plan. Like me getting rid of her 3-drop last turn, taking her life down really far, which forces Broly to be in a tough spot where they want to take life to be aggressive, but when they're already at low life, it puts them in a very dangerous position. And here she decides to crit a life to play a Ba off the 1-drop. She must really need a piece in hand, or she just really wants to go as aggressive as she can this turn. I'm guessing she really needed a piece in hand. And let's see what happens here. So she's going to swap into the 3-drop. Swing with the 3-drop at my leader. And I decide to not negate that attack. She does a combo, and I take it, going down to 4. And she's going to tap to swap the 3-drop into the 4-drop. Actually, no, she's thinking about it. And she realizes playing the unison is probably the smarter move at this point. In hindsight, she probably should have played that before she attacked with the 3-drop. Even too, but awaken, untap 2, and then tap one of the energy to swap into the 4-drop now. Adding a marker to the unison, then I have to warp a card from hand. And then she's swinging with a 20k at my leader. I do not negate. Thinking about using a super combo here. Oh, surprise kitty cam. And a combo out of that. And she swings with the leader, draws a card, and the leader gets plus 5k in crit. She does have a Broly BR on field. So 20k crit. And I decide to Sparking Negate and add a 1-drop back to hand. Don't think I have any targets in the warp. So I'm pretty sure I just add back the Black Mass Sand that's in my drop. So now I know she's in a tough spot. I didn't want to let the damage go through to add a marker to the unison. But, however, me activating Power Burst sparks the auto on her unison, which says that anytime I activate a counter, she gets to KO something. So let's see, we untap here, going into turn 3. She left one open, so I'm expecting a violent raise. So we'll have to see what I do here. So I decided to play the new Gohanks Tournament Pack card, which you can play for free by warping a Gohan and a Trunks from your drop area. It's just a free 15k body on board, nothing too special. And I decide to play a Haru Haru here. At this point, I decide to do leader effect on the front side first, hoping to get a Pycon Unison in the drop area. But no luck. I did get a Trunks, and I decided to take a life. I do want to go all in this turn, because if I can't kill this turn, there's no way I'm surviving the next turn. So I want as many cards in my hand as possible. But unfortunately, no Unison. I really wanted the Unison before I flip, because the only way I can attack with the Unison the same turn is by hitting one in the drop area, playing it with the Gohanks card, and then tucking one from my hand underneath it to get it all the way up to 3 markers. Because unfortunately, he can't attack if he has 2 or fewer. But he is a 15k base, which goes a long way, especially in the early games. You know, when people are unawakened, they have to actually put cards or swing with cards they wouldn't want to swing with, and they have to put pressure onto the Unison to get rid of it. So I decided to play another Haru Haru here, and then use my Unison to buff them up 10k each. So now they're both 25k double strikes. Unfortunately, I think I walk right into a violent raise here, which I probably should have thought about a little more before playing these Haru Harus. So I decided to do leader effect, draw a card, bursting 5, just kind of hoping I'll hit a Unison off my draw there, but I did not see it, so unfortunately the Unison will not be attacking this turn, even though he has double strike. Kind of unfortunate, but we'll see if I can finish the job without it. So I decided to swing with the Haru Haru, and I believe I get violent raised. Yep. And she's going to pitch 3 drop. So that means my other Haru Haru that's currently on field cannot attack, because it is buffed up to 25k. So I have my leader swing. I have a Trunks blocker on field, and 2 Kais on field. Not a whole lot I can really attack with, but she's down to 2 life. Now she's tapped out. She lost 2 cards in hand right there with the violent raise. So now I have to decide to either go all in or hope I draw another Unison here to have another double strike. So I believe I'm debating if I just go all in here. I know she has a decent amount of cards in hand, but I'm getting to the point where it's last-ditch effort, and I have to close out the game, otherwise I'm just going to lose. And the violent raise was also really unfortunate because I have that man on a mission in my hand, which would have been another way for me to close out the game here. So I just leave it at 25. I want to eat some more cards up out of her hand. She combos out. And then at this point, I believe I play a final Haru Haru. I have to think really hard here about how I want to go in for the kill. I need something that's double strike. I can't swing with the Unison. I do have a Kai double strike in hand, So I could swing with like the Trunks blocker or the Kais, but it's not going to get up that high. So I believe I end up going with the Haru that's in my hand, because that'll start me off at 15k. I think about swinging with the Trunks, or maybe I do swing with the Trunks at the Unison. A lot of thinking here if I'm gonna... Yeah, that was a little bit of a misplay on my part. I think I decided that, oh, there's no way I can kill her this turn. I need to at least get rid of the Unison so I have a chance of living. But I believe I go in for a final kill here. Not a lot of cards in hand. Not a whole lot I can do. But we'll see what happens. So I play the final Haru in my hand. And I swing at the leader. She gets double strike from the Unison being on field. And I decide to just go all in. And let's see, we got 15, 25, 35, 40, 55 total, I believe I got. Well, let's see, she's got a super combo, another super combo. So she's at 35. And I don't believe that she has enough in her hand. She throws her cards down in defeat and shows me that she is about 5k, 10k short. Really unfortunate for her. She did have the secret rare in hand, so it was a very smart move of me to try and kill this turn. Otherwise, next turn would have been very, very unfortunate for me. Between the 6-drop coming down and then the secret rare. Yeah, so that's the gameplay for you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. Vegeks did not operate optimally, but still was able to close out the win. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys still think Vegeks is a contender in the current meta? And let me know what you guys would like to see in the next video. All right, peace out.